Ladysmith area and friends. I'm Deb from Ladysmith Parks and Recreation and Culture. Thank you for joining us. Today's movement activity it's a strength routine for the older adult. This is good for anybody, but specifically this is geared towards the older adult that maybe hasn't been moving that much. In terms of safety, it's important that you click on the link in the notes below and review the health screening physical activity readiness questionnaire to ensure that you're safe to participate in this class. It's important to work within a range of motion that doesn't hurt your joints. Do what's good for you in this class. If you've been told by a doctor or physiotherapist not to do a specific range of motion, please don't do it, no matter what I say. Everybody has temperamental knees, joints, whatever. Work within what's good for that. So we're going to do a warm-up to start with, and we're doing it in the kitchen today. So I've got a whole array of equipment here. Stuff that you can find in the house. I've got a rolling pin, a coffee cup, a couple tins of soup. I've got a tea towel, which I'll use for resistance. And you can use that for resistance if you don't have the pantyhose, but we are going to do an exercise with just the tea towel too, so both would be good if you could have them. I've got a sturdy chair here, which I'll use a little bit later, but for the most part, using the kitchen counter as your support would be great. If you can do that, that would be good. You may see me sideways just so I can see you guys and talk to you guys, but really the safest way to do it is to be forward so that you actually have something to hang on to all the time. That being said, I will remind you whenever we're doing something that I think that you might be a little unsteady with. So we're going to begin by a warm-up. So nice and tall, as we always start, nice deep breath in through your nose, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the shoulders down from there. So we're going to roll the shoulders back and back. One more time back, and we're going to do some palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down. One more time, palms up and palms down. Awesome. Belly's drawn in, nice and tall. We're going to take the hands in front, behind, in front, behind. One more time, in front, behind. Lace the hands behind the back, chin tucked in a little bit. Breathe. And elbows by your side. We're going to take this feet a little bit wider. Working within a pace that's good for you. This might be too slow for you, it might be too fast. Make sure you modify to make it yours. Feet apart a little bit. Back together again. We're going to take thumb to shoulder, thumb to shoulder, thumb to shoulder, thumb to shoulder. Good. Two more. Hand across the body. So a hand across the body and down. Cross and down. So that belly's drawn in. You're nice and tall. Think about that posture. That chest is lifted as much as possible. Your shoulders are down from your ears. Two more. Two. One. Take it down. Roll the shoulders back and back. Elbows by your side. We're going to take them across your body a little bit. And in front. And across the body. And in front. And here's where I have my counter. I'm going to tap forward and in. Forward and in. Forward and in. Forward. Speed it up. Forward. Forward. So let's do palm up, palm down. 4, 3, 2, march it here and march it. Belly's drawn in, shoulders are down, your best posture possible. Make sure you have room around you, thumb up, slide the shoulder blade down, reach up, and up. One more time each side, up, I lied, one more. Up and down, roll the shoulders back and back. We're going to tap side. Your hand covers right there to support you in case you need it. Let's speed it up. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. And we're going to take that thumb up, 4, 3, 2, and march it here, and march it. Belly's drawn in, make sure you have your counter in front of you. Belly's drawn in, tap back and in. So you're squeezing the glute, keeping low back in neutral. 4, 3, 2, 1. March it here and march it. Elbow tucked in, extend from the elbow and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. So we're warming up the back of the arm. Tricep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands together, palms together, and out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Bring the arms down. Heel diagonal. You've got your handy covered there. Let's beat it up. Bend, heel, heel. Let's do thumb up. Same arm as leg. Keep the legs the same, and we're going to change the arm so it's a little bit of a sweep. 4, 3, 2, and march it here, and march it. Breathe, roll the shoulders back, back, reach out, bring it back. Reach out, bring it back, reach out, bring it down. So you're sliding the shoulder blade down your back and squeezing it towards your spine. Chest is lifted, shoulders are down. 4, 3, 2, bring it down and roll the shoulders back and back. Palms up, elbows tucked in, slide the shoulder blades, elbows squeeze between the shoulder blades, lift, and we're just going to get bigger and bigger with it and bring it down. Feet together, so this is where you're going to be. 1, 2, go back. 1, 2, go back. Pick your feet up. 1, 2, go back. All right, so we're going to get a little bit bigger with that. A little bit bigger. And march it here. Nice and tall, take a nice deep breath. You should be starting to get warm. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, breathe it out. All right, so we're gonna start our strength routine. The first thing that we're gonna do is to do some balance exercises. So we're gonna do tree pose, and again, I'm standing right in front of the counter here, so I'm gonna use my counter for the tree pose. I'm gonna face you, but if you're at home, make sure that you, our lights just went out in here. Make sure that you stand right in front of the sink so that you have that support. But I'm going to face the camera. So belly's drawn in, you're going to lengthen from the crown of the head. The best you can, you're going to run one foot up your leg, wherever that gets to. Your knee is soft. You found a focal point that you're looking at. And if you can, if you're feeling like you're nice and stable, you can start to take your hands off of there into that kind of tree pose position. Breathe. Yes. And if you feel super stable, you know, always add a little bit of arm movements to that to make it harder. Awesome. Bring it down. Let's do the other side. Belly's drawn in. And we're just going to run that foot up on the other side. Find your center and your focal point. Your shoulders are down. Posture's good. Belly's drawn in. And taking the hands up if you're comfortable with it. Right? In that tree pose position. And adding the arm movements if you're comfortable with it. Good. Awesome. Bring it down. Roll the shoulders back and back. I've got a nice line here that I can do tandem walk. So I'm going to do tandem walk down these cupboards. Now if you're at home, you might want to do it in the hallway because you have something on both sides. If you're comfortable doing it along your cupboard, you can try your tandem walk. So it is a heel to toe. You want to find a focal point on the wall or wherever that catches your eye, and just keep your eye focused on it, and it's a heel to toe, getting that heel right to the toe and walking forward. Awesome. So we're going to go back and we're going to do that one more time. Ready? And walking back. We're doing it one more time. Belly's drawn in, shoulders are down, your best posture possible. And that is a tandem walk. That's done in your hallway, but you can do it down your kitchen cupboard if you're feeling like your balance is good enough to do that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our tea towel here, and we're going to have a seat in the chair. So belly's drawn in, you want to feel where that chair is behind your legs. You're going to sit up nice and tall in that chair. Your best posture possible. You're going to take your hands out to the side. Your palms are facing forward, and we're going to do some scapular retraction without any resistance. So let's slide the shoulder blades down. It's a little pinch between the shoulder blades and slowly release it. And let's do it again. And just a little pinch and release. That low back stays in neutral, belly's drawn in. 3 and release. Exhale, 4, little pinch and release. And 5 and release. 6 and release. 7 and release. One more. 8 and release. Awesome. So we're going to pick one foot up and we're going to do some ankle range of motion, circling from that ankle one direction. And let's go the other direction. And let's put it down. We're going to take the other foot up and circle one direction. And then the other. And put it down, roll your shoulders back and back. We're going to do a little wrist exercise right now. So I've got my handy dandy towel. You can do this over top of your sink if you wanted to wet this. But what we're going to do is we're going to wring the towel out. So I've got the hands in front of me and I'm going to turn and wring that towel out one direction, and then let's do the other direction. So this is a little bit of a wrist exercise, and wring it out and wring it out and wring it out, and let's do 2 more and wring it out and one more. We'll squeeze and wring and bring it back. Awesome. So then what we're going to do now is we're going to do some get down, get up kind of thing. So we're going to work on our squats. So feet hip shoulder width apart, belly's drawn in. We're just going to practice getting out of our chair the first time. Belly's drawn in. You got to hinge forward from your hip, keeping that back in neutral. You're shifting the weight to the heels. Your belly's drawn in. If you can get up without helping yourself, great. I want you to do that. So pushing up to the heels, standing up and squeezing that butt. Now I'm going to walk this back over to my counter. So the idea of what we're going to do is we're going to get up, stand up, and we're going to walk around our chair, and we're going to alternate the direction that we walk each time. So I've got my chair right behind my legs here, and I'm going to sit down without flopping, slowly lowering myself. Belly's drawn in, push up to the heel, standing up, and I'm going to walk one direction all the way around my chair. So there's one. Feel that chair in the back of your legs, hips, knees, ankles, stay straight line. Sitting down without flopping. And standing up. And now I'm going the other direction. Make sure I feel that chair in behind my leg. Belly drawn in, bum goes back. Good. And up. Walking. Find that chair in behind. Belly's drawn in, slowly lower yourself down. Make sure you know where that is. And up. And around. And we're halfway there. Find that chair. And up. And around. Keep that weight back through the heel. Get your bum out. And up. And around, sitting down, 2 more, and up, and around. Make sure you feel that chair in behind you. And last time, up, and around, and sitting down. Aha! We have to get up to do an exercise. Gee, there's a nice coincidence. So getting up, and we're going to walk over to our nice handy countertop here, and we're going to work on our backs of our arms a little bit. So I've got my rolling pin here. So I'm going to do a little bit of a press on this rolling pin. I'm going to use my triceps because this muscle here is the one we're going at the back of the arm. So I've got my rolling pin, belly is drawn in, my knees are soft, my heel, ball of foot, baby toe, all kind of anchoring into the floor. Belly is drawn in and I'm pushing down on that rolling pin a little bit. Make sure your shoulders don't go up and release, and let's do it again. A little push, a little bit of a warm up, breathe and release. One more and push and release. A little bit more for that back, so we're going to roll that rolling pin out, keeping that core engaged, and slide the shoulder blades down, a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Rolling it out, and bringing it in, and out, and in. Okay, so we're going to work on our triceps. So I've got some options for you. I've got my pantyhose, which I'm going to use as a resistance band. Resistance band really is the best thing to do for this. But if you don't have a resistance band, this will double. If you don't have some nylons, I'll show you an exercise that you can do with the rolling pin. So palm up, palm down, and palm up to your chest. Your elbows are tucked in, your belly is drawn in. You're going to extend from the elbow, squeeze the back of the arm, and slowly bring it up. Try and keep that tension on that nylon. 2, and up, and 3, and up, 4, and up, 5, and up, 6, and up, 7, and up, one more, 8, and up. Awesome. Let's do the other side. Palm up, palm down. Palm up to your chest, elbow tucked in, your shoulders are down, and level. Inhale, exhale, bring it down, squeeze the back of the arm, keep the wrist straight, and up, and 2, and up, 3, and up, 4, and up, 5, and up, 6, and up, 7, and up, 8, and up. Awesome. So putting that down. The option, if you didn't have the pantyhose, would to be a tricep extension using your rolling pin. So your belly is drawn in, your hinge forward from your hip, and your elbows tucked in and extending from the elbow and bending. If you have any issues with your back, your pantyhose is your best option with that. Otherwise, there's an option for you. I wanted to talk about, maybe make you think a little bit about some of the things that you do in the kitchen that you do on a day-to-day basis that you don't really think are exercises that are. That's why we do some of these exercises is to help the functional health of your body so that you're able to do things like unload the dishwasher. I went over to the dishwasher and I was going to unload it. The bottom rack, I'm sliding it out. And if I was to take that plate out, I'm squatting down and I'm squeezing the shoulder blade towards the spine. So if you were to do that, you're getting your back muscles. So it's just an idea. If you have back issues, that bent over position is never a good idea. But if you don't, that might be a good option for you. The other thing is things like your oven rack, sliding it in and out. When you slide that oven rack out, you're squatted over and you're bringing it back. That is also a row. It's an important exercise. We use it all the time, and it's important that you keep your shoulders down when you do it. All right, moving on to we're going to work on our hips now. So we're going to do a hip abduction. So this is kind of when you're working in the kitchen and you've got your pats are underneath your feet and you're trying to push them away. So I've got my counter here for support. My belly's drawn in and a nice long spine. My toes are pointed forward. I'm shifting my weight to one leg and I'm going to take the leg out to the side. My standing leg is soft. And I'm going to do 8 of these. 2 and in, 3 and in, 4 and in, 5 3, working on those hip stabilizers. 4, and in. 5, and in. 6, and in. 7, and in. One more. 8, and in. Good, awesome. Because we always like to stretch our chest, we're going to do one more just chest stretch. Most of the time we're doing stuff that kind of curls us in. If you think about what you do on a day-to-day basis, for example, if you're in the kitchen and you're kneading bread, you're pushing down and you're rolling that shoulder forward. A lot of the things we do, roll those shoulders forward. We want to roll them back and make sure that we open up through the chest. All right, so we're going to do another arm exercise, and I thought we would kind of combine it with a leg exercise. So this one, I've got my coffee cup. So we're going to have coffee. Okay, find that chair in behind you. Belly's drawn in. I'm going to get myself right back in the chair, and I've got my arms straight by my side. So let's kind of take apart what I'm going to do. So this is a bicep curl. Your shoulders are down. This is a bicep curl. So what we're going to do is draw the belly in. We're going to extend one leg. We're going to have a drink of coffee, and then bring it down, and then take the leg down. So take it up, drink the coffee, bring it down. Good. Bring it up, drink the coffee. There's 3. We're going to do 8 of these. Bring it down. 4, drink the coffee, and then bring the leg down. 5, drink the coffee. Make sure you're breathing. Good. 3 more. Up, drink the coffee, bring it down. 2 more. Up, drink the coffee, and bring it down. 1 more. Up, and drink the coffee, and bring it down. Awesome. I know you're probably getting sick of coffee, but round 2. So what you do one side, you always got to do the other. Elbows tucked in, shoulders are down, your best posture forward possible. Belly's drawn in. You're going to extend that leg, and then drink the coffee, and then take the leg down. And 2, drink the coffee, bring it down. Up, drink the coffee, bring it down. Up, drink the coffee. 4 more, and up, drink the coffee. 3 more, up, drink the coffee. 2 more, up, drink the coffee. And last one, up, drink the coffee, and bring it down. Good job, you guys. What you don't realize is anytime you're picking up your frying pans, your dishes, you're using your biceps. So they too are used a lot in your day-to-day. So next time you have coffee, you might want to think about doing your leg extension. All right, moving on. We're going to do a calf raise. Calves are important for a lot of reasons. They're your power when you're walking. So we're going to do a calf raise. So I'm standing either in front of, actually I'll just do it in front of my kitchen counter here. My belly's drawn in, nice and tall. We're going to rise up to the ball of the foot and then slowly lower the heels. And coming up to the ball of the foot and lowering the heels. And 3, and lower. 4, and lower. 5, and lower. 6, and lower. 7, and lower. 8, and lower. Good job. Roll the shoulders back and back. So we're going to work on our posterior deltoids, the back of the arm. So you can either use your pantyhose, or you can use your towel to do this. So you have your arms across the body here. Your palms are facing your thighs, and you're going to slide the shoulder blades down. No squeeze between the shoulder blades, lift the chest. So we're going to do 8 of them. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, and release. And 2, and release. 3, and release. 4, and release. Keep that belly drawn in. 5, and release. 6, and release. 7, Awesome. So we're going to put our pantyhose back on our counter. We're going to work on our hamstrings a little bit, and we're going to do it in such a way that we're going to stretch our quadriceps. So it's more like a dynamic stretch for our quadriceps. So I've got my handy counter here. I'm going to shift my weight to one leg, my belly's drawn in, and I'm going to point my knee down to the floor, and I'm going to bring my heel up towards my behind and slowly bring that down. And I'm going to do the other side, shift it over, bring it up and down. And doing the other side, belly's drawn in, bring that heel up towards me, your behind, and down. And other side, up, and down. And switching over, up, and down. And over, up, and down. And bring it up, and down. And up. Let's do 2 more, and slowly down. Bring it up and down. Last time. Up and down. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do work on the medial delts. Now, for a lot of you, the medial delts cause a lot of problems. If you have any impingement issues, or you know you shouldn't do that motion, you're going to go back and you're going to do scap retraction using your handy nylon, or you can use your towel here. They both work. So it's slide the shoulder blades down low, pinch between the shoulder blades, and slowly release it. Make sure that belly is drawn in. For the people that do not have the issue with the shoulders, we're going to practice for a second what we're going to do. So it's thumbs up, slide the shoulder blades down as you bring the hands up. The hands should not go higher in the shoulder, so you want to be able to see them within your peripheral vision. Your belly is drawn in. Make sure you do not scrunch your shoulders up. Nothing should hurt. So that is the motion with it. So the option is to use these little soup cans that I have here. You can do it without the soup cans if you want. It's up to you. Your belly is drawn in, your shoulders are down, your knees are soft. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. And slowly down. My elbows are soft, but they're stiff in that soft position. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. 1 more. 8 and down. So I'm going to put the soup cans back on the chair, and that's it in terms of our strength workout today. But we're going to do some stretching. When you work the muscle, you shorten it. You want to make sure that you lengthen it again. So that's the focus for our stretches. So we're going to take our hands out to the side, as we've done many times during this workout, and bend the elbows, palms facing forward. Keep the elbows pointed to the ground. Your belly is drawn in. Breathe, and take the hands in behind the back. Lace them behind your back. Keep that chin in neutral. Belly's drawn in. Awesome. Okay. And one fingertip to your shoulder. Stretching the tricep, the back of the arm. And bring it down, and let's do the other side. Breathe. And down. Roll the shoulders back and back. If it doesn't bother your shoulder, take your one hand up the back to the shoulder blade. And bring it down, and doing the other side. And bring it down. We're going to finish our stretches. We did some upper body stuff. We're going to do our calves this time. So I'm turning the chair. So I'm facing the chair or the counter. Your feet are together, and you're going to step back with one leg, both toes going the same direction. Your shoulders are down, feeling the stretch to the calf muscle in the back leg. Breathe. And you're going to take that back foot a little bit closer. Bend the back knee, feeling that stretch in that smaller muscle in the calf. And feet together, and let's do the other side. Heel to the floor, both toes going the same direction. Shoulders are down. Take the back a little bit closer, bend the back knee a little bit. And release it. We're going to stretch the quadricep. Now, there are several ways to stretch it. I will show you a seated stretch, but also show you a standing stretch. If you are able to, you can always put one foot on the chair and squeeze the gluteal muscle, getting the stretch through that quadricep. Or you can sit in your chair, as I'm doing right now. Get yourself right back in your chair, belly's drawn in. You're going to extend one leg, draw the belly in, lengthen from the crown of the head, hinge forward from the hip. So you feel the stretch to the hamstring, the back of the leg. And sit back and bring it down other side. Belly's drawn in, lengthen from the crown of the head, hinge forward from the hip. Breathe. And sit back, bring the leg down, belly's drawn in, move the body as a unit to one side of the chair, and you're going to bring your knee down underneath your hip. So you feel the stretch through that hip flexor in here. Shoulders are down, make sure you're holding on to that chair and that you're square. And coming back into that center position and doing that other side, bring the knee back, tuck the hip under, squeeze the gluteal muscle there to get that stretch to the quadricep and the hip flexor. Shoulders are down, breathe. And bring it into that center position. Palms facing your thighs here, or the chair. We're going to reach for the floor, creating distance between our earlobes and shoulders, stretching through those upper traps. And release it, roll the shoulders back, and crossing one leg over top of the other. You're going to slide it out, and if you want to, you can slide that leg up a little bit so you get some of those hip rotators in there, stretching those hip rotators. And bring it in, and let's do the other side. Cross it over, slide it out, externally rotate from that hip, breathe. And bring it in, feet down. Thanks for joining us. Stay healthy, wash your hands lots. Remember, #isolation recreation.